All right, first up we have a DeAndre Hopkins, 2014 Prism, red, white, and blue. I was kind of hoping he would play better for the Ravens this year. I really thought he would. Let's look at the centering first. I'm going to look at this gap to the end and this gap to the end. It looks pretty good. And then up here to here and here to here. And that also looks good. So centering is near perfect. Corners are sharp and clean. The surface has no surface scratches, which is nice, but it does have a dimple right there. See that? Unfortunately, with PSA, that's enough for a 9. Even if all other aspects look great, unfortunately. The back looks okay. Actually, it's a pretty deep print line. Do you see that? Through the middle. So this is definitely a 9 card. All through that horizontal. Yeah, it's pretty deep. The more I look at it. Then you have a little nick on this edge right here too. I still think you're at a 9 probably. But if you do get an 8 with PSA, it's because of that. I wouldn't grade this though. I wouldn't recommend grading it. It's pretty sharp, that corner. Usually you get a prism touch on that darker corner. Little surface scratches right here too. Other than that, back centering's good. The corners and edges are there. So the problem is just the dimple and then that surface print line. Okay, I think we're at 9. All right, next we have a Barry Sanders Select. See what we got. I'm doing centering first. So I'm looking from this gap to here and then here to here. And it is thinner on the right than the left. And then top to bottom is slightly thinner on the top than the bottom. You're already within 9 range, unfortunately, because of the centering. So I probably wouldn't grade this one as well. The surface looks good. I don't see any dimples or anything. I see some little light marks right through here, but nothing major. Nothing to be concerned about. And the corners are nice and sharp. It's just that centering I'm worried about. Let's look at the back. The back looks great, doesn't it? So I think this is like a 9.5 with the other companies. Yeah, I don't even see any touches on the corner. And these little notches on the edges are normal for Select. I don't see any indents or anything like that. And the back is actually fairly centered up. Yeah, the back is gem for sure. It's a good sign for the card, but again, I don't think you're within tolerance for a gem 10 range with PSA, but I think you're like a 9.5 card with the other companies. I think I'm at a 9.2, just the centering. Really nice copy though. All right, we got some soccer. Yeah, we're going to get it over with early. We got Florian Wirtz. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. All right, Florian. Let's get a 10. Okay, so centering left to right, slightly thinner on the left than the right, but within. But top to bottom, I'm a little worried about. We got thicker on the top than the bottom. You can really tell by there's the extra checker right there. So you're already within a 9 range, unfortunately. The surface is great. I'm not seeing much. I don't see any dimples. See a minor print line through here, and then a minor print line through, it's right in here. Still 9 range. Corners are sharp, edges are there. Let's flip it over, and the back looks pristine. The back's great. So, centering's just the main issue when buying, just make sure the centering's there. Other than that, the card looks great. The back centering is great. Just a little edge nick right there, so a minor one. And No indents. Corners look sharp. Yeah, it looks like solid 9 copy. Possible 9.5 with SGC and Beckett, but nice card. All right, one more Zocker. All right, here we go. An Arda Güler. I don't know. Let's see what we got. So I like the centering. I'm looking at the gaps right here to here. I already see a lift up in that corner. You see that? That's never a good sign on this Select Prism cardstock. I don't think I could fix that one. Did I? I think I did. That was just a gentle one too. Good. Beautiful. Okay, did it bend back up? Nice. I'm sorry. It's the ghost corner. I don't know. It's tricky. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because this corner is even worse. That one I definitely can't fix. Look at that. Centering's there, right here to here. The surface is pretty good. I see a dimple right there and a little mark next to it. I'm leaning like an 8.5 right now. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the front. But yeah, corners and that dimple. Yeah, look at that corner. Dang, that's hammered. Unfortunately, that's like a 7.58 range because of that. I'm gonna see if I can work some magic, but I just clip my fingernails, and it's actually better to have a little bit slightly longer fingernails to do my fingernail trick. But it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm fixing that one. Look at that. Surface looks good. Back centering's there, but I think this is just like a solid. I honestly think PSA is going to give this a 7. I'm going to put you at an 8 to be nice. But definitely don't grade this one. Maybe I'll do 7.5. I'm not that nice. Okay, next card. All right, next up, the gorgeous Sophie Cunningham. I am a fan. The Enforcer. And it's stuck. Look at that. Sleeve is bad. All right, I think I'm gonna cut the bottom. I don't want to damage it. I'm smooth with the scissors. It's like when you crack out a BGS. Okay, Sophie, there we go. Let's get a 10. Let's get on the board. It's looking good. Top to bottom, I like. Maybe slightly thinner on the top, but you're looking at 55-45 within. And then left to right, slightly thicker on the left than the right, but still you're looking 55-45. And there's no surface damage. The corners look great. No dimples. I like the cracked ice look. We're looking great. Yes. No touch on the dark prism corner or the top one. Sophie's looking like a 10 in more ways than one. Okay. I feel great about this. 10 here if you want to grade it. I don't even know her rookie year. Okay, 10. All right, we got some hockey. All kinds of sports from you today. Dazzlers. Let's hope this card dazzles me. Centering. Top to bottom's okay. I'm looking at this gap and this gap. But left to right, little thinner on the left than the right. But not bad. You're 55-45. Left to right's pretty solid. Okay. I'm slightly worried about this print line, though. See if I can catch it. So it goes through. Yeah, there. See it right through there? PSA hammers print lines. It goes all the way through. Other than that, the corners look pretty good. And the back looks pretty good as well. I'm not seeing much. I think this is a 9.5 card. I would give it a 10, but that print line bugs me, and I think PSA would give it a 9 because of that. Other than that, the card is pretty clean. One minor dimple up here, but that's not going to cost you. Make sure I didn't miss any indents or anything, but I think this is looking like a solid 9.5. Okay. All right, we got some Skeens, some baseball. Ooh, I'm looking at that Aaron Judge. That's such a cool looking card. That's next. Looks like a holiday one. Okay, Treasure Trove. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm looking at this gap, and this gap looks good, and then up here to here, and then this gap from here to here, and it looks nice. I'm not seeing much wrong. I don't see any surface scratches, which is nice, and no major roller marks or anything. The corners look good. Front looks like a 10. No dimples. The faintest of print line, the roller marks right there. The back looks good. I think this is a solid 9 copy. Or sorry, 10 copy. So good work. I like it. The back is nicely centered and the corners are there. Just see a little slight indent right here, but it's just kind of from the way it sat in the factory. I don't think they're gonna knock you for that. Yeah, I'm still confident in this card. Everything else looks flawless, you know. I think it's a 10. All right, make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Okay. Okay, here's that Judge I was talking about. Oh, cool. It's even like embossed. I like this card a lot. I might have to pick up some. Really cool card. I love Christmas. Oh, look at that centering. This is beautiful. Yes. So left to right looks great. Top to bottom, maybe slightly thinner on the bottom than the top. But within 55-45. Corners look good. Is this a numbered card? All right, good. That means I can probably afford it. I'm going to go buy some. Beautiful. I don't see any issues. Corners look good and the edges look good. Make sure I didn't miss any indents or anything, but I think this is a highly gradable card. I like it. I'm glad you got in there and Judge stuff when you did. Slight indent right there, but I don't think it's going to hurt you. You're at 10 still. Beautiful. All right, next up we got an Ohtani and Babe Ruth. Cool card, those two together. Paired for obvious reasons. Can pitch and hit. Incredible. So, you're smart getting into Ohtani too. I should have done that. I saw, I don't know when it was, but there was a green number 99 Bowman Chrome 2018 auto Ohtani, and I was gonna buy it. It was on ComC for like $13,000. I just couldn't scrape the money together. I really wanted it. I really wish I would have. I bet it's what, 40,000 now? I have no idea. Okay, so this card has some dimples that I'm worried about. So that's a pretty big one on the back. The corners are there. There's no indents or anything, but this also has a few more dimples that I'm not happy about. One here, and then another one right here. But I still think this is a solid 9 card. The corners look great, and the centering's there. So the only issue is the dimples. Yep, that's all I can see. Solid 9. All right, we got some more Ohtani. Bowman Chrome. I'm not familiar with it. This must be newer. Is this 2024? 2020. That's way off. You get on my baseball game. Lots of debris on this one. And surface scratches that won't come off. I was hoping that would be smudges, but you see them all through here. There. Dang it. These should come off, though. I don't know why they're not. There we go. Just another little bit. And why won't you come off? Got them. Most of them. Okay, but it's not going to matter too much. This isn't a gem card just because of those surface scratches over here. Corners are there. The centering's there, slightly thinner on the left than the right. Top to bottom, slightly thinner on the bottom, but 55-45. Corner's good. And the back's nice. The back looks like a gem quality card. Maybe a touch on this corner. A little bit of rounding you see a little bit, but other corners look pretty good. No indents. Edges look good. So the main issue are all those surface scratches right here. So I think that brings you to a 9, unfortunately. And this card's a magnet for fuzzies. What is this one up here? See that one up here? Either way, you're still at a 9. Okay. All right, next up we have a Frank Thomas. All right, what year is this? 2000. It's clean. Oh, no, it's not clean. You see it? It's a major one. That's a really bad one. It's like a 5. Didn't even go all the way through. See that? Look at that. So nothing else on this card is going to be worse than that because it already brings you down to a 5. The centering's there though. Yeah. Other than that, the corners are sharp. Edges. Just some debris. Definitely don't grade this one. Sorry about this one. But at least it's not a huge card, you know. So, yeah, that's bad. That's like a 5. Okay, we have a Yamamoto. Nice card here. World Series MVP. Okay. What do we got? It looks like we have a gem ink card to me. So top to bottom looks good. Left to right looks good. Corners look good. Edges. No dimples. No print lines. Let's hope the back isn't darker. Yep, perfect. It's white. Yes. This is a 10. Through and through. No brainer. Let me make sure I'm not missing this one's easy to grade. It's perfect. Gosh, this could even get, you know, I'm going to put a BGS 10. Really could be a black label because I'm not seeing much at all. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. This is a 10. All right, we got some Freddie Freeman. He is one of my main baseball collects. You probably already know that. I didn't know he was Canadian. I had no idea. Okay, so we're looking at some debris. Hold on. Yeah, that comes off easy. So left to right looks great. Top to bottom looks great too. More debris on the bottom. No roller marks. Corners look great. Nice and sharp. Oh, and it's number 75. Great. Oh, this is a 10. This is a 10. Little mark right there. I think it's just a print dot, but it won't hurt you. Because everything else is flawless. A little bit of lift up on this corner. I'm going to try to smooth that one just a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. I feel good about it. It did. All right. Do you see when I first took this out, the penny sleeve was stuck to it? So then you have some debris right here. Not debris, just, I don't know, like a film caused by that penny sleeve. So I'm just going to have to put a wipe on it after this. I will get that off for you, okay? Because this card deserves to be graded. I really only see it on this bottom here. So shouldn't be too hard to get. I think it's a solid 10. I really do. I like this card a lot. I don't think I missed anything. Okay. I'll get it cleaned up for you. All right, we got some Aaron Judge at a 99. Nice. Good purchase here. Where's the Pokemon? I'm looking forward to the Pokemon. It's towards the end. Come on. It's the way I stacked it. Aaron Judge. Some light debris. We got top to bottom's a little off. Slightly worried about that. Thicker on the top than the bottom. To me, it looks 60-40. Maybe 58-42. Left to right is okay. I'm looking here to here. And then the green to the green, which looks pretty good. Surface looks good. Not seeing much. Little mark in the middle. I might be able to wipe off. Okay, a little bit. Let's look at the back. Dang, it's got a little corner bend. Just a little one. But that's enough. It's hard to see, but it's definitely there. See that? It's a little corner bend on that bottom left. Oh, no. I see something else, too. Do you see it? It's like this diagonal indent through here. Yeah, that's going to hurt you. I think that's a bummer. I'm worried. I think PSA is going to get an 8, and I'm kind of at an 8.5 now. Yeah, other than that, the corners look good. Centering's there. So I don't like that diagonal indent, and then the front centering is just slightly off top to bottom. Those are your main issues, and all that equals an 8.5 from me and an 8 from PSA. Okay, more Judge. Let's get a 10 on one of these. Ooh, the next card's a Winfield first day issue. I like those. Indent, left corner, lifting. Okay, so that indent bugs me. It's pretty big. And then slight scratch through the middle. Not bad. Corners, slight scratch up here too. Corners are okay, especially for being darker. But this bottom left, just a little lifting. Edges are pretty clean. There's no nicks. Surface is all right. Just those scratches that I mentioned. Centering is there. This card is always pretty good centering. And then weird. The back is nice. Really nice compared to the front. Well, no. This card has what I call wear. Just like it was handled a lot. You see all these? And then you have edge wear right through here. This is just a solid 8 copy. Yeah, it's just wear. It's not a clean card at all. Dimple. Yeah. Okay, I think it's a solid 8. All right, we got the Winfield. Been wanting to grade this one. Come out. There we go. Ooh, wow, this is clean. Oh, I hope the back's nice. I honestly am not seeing much so far. Little debris, okay. Off, which is great. So centering's there. I'm looking here, here to here. And then, yeah, the bottom looks pretty good too. Surface looks great. Corners, there's no white showing. Come on back. Yes. Yes, okay. I love when a 90s rare card has a chance to gem, you know, because you know it's got to be a low pop. Love it. I love how it shows the rookie card on the back. Really cool card. I am a huge fan. I'm going to give this a 10 out of respect. You know, it might be hard to gem with PSA because they're tough on older cards, but it definitely has a shot, and it's worth grading. I'm not seeing much at all. Beautiful card. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Great card. 10. All right, we have a very cool looking Otani card. Kind of a throwback to the 1989 tops. What year is this? 2024. Okay. Let's hope it's a 10. Top to bottom is off. It's thicker on the top than the bottom, but you might be within. Left to right's pretty solid. I like it as almost 50-50. There's no roller marks or indents or anything. Let's flip it horizontal. Oh, it's so close. So close. I don't know. Depends on the grader. How lax he's going to be on the center. Okay, never mind. Doesn't even matter. So I got some debris, then I'm going to show you the flaw. Okay. Do you see it? Big, huge, vertical indent all through here. And that's not like from embossed anything, because, you know, there's nothing there. It's just this edge doesn't go through the card. Otherwise, there'd be a big line through this side. So it's just a factory flaw. A little dimple right there. So bummer. Gosh, how much did that knock you? I think the PSA is going to give you a 7. I'm going to give you a 7.5. This is a card you just sell raw. Move on. Nice eye appeal, though. Okay. Okay, we got more of the finest set that you had the Frank Thomas damage to. Hopefully these ones don't have that same damage. They do not. I do not see it with the Sammy Sosa. And the centering is even better on this one. Here to here looks great. And yeah, not seeing much debris or anything. No greening. No surface scratches. Corners look good. Edges are clean. The back looks good too. Yeah, this one's gradable if you want to grade it. I'm not too sure the value. I do see one indent. I don't think you're going to get knocked down from it because it's on the back right there. Pretty minor. All of their aspects look good, so you're still at a 10. So make sure I didn't miss weird indent or anything, but to me it looks good. Okay, 10. All right, we have more of these finest. This is the Clemens. You see how it sticks? Hear it. It's been in that penny sleeve for a while. I don't see much film though, which is nice. I don't see the indent either, which is great. Centering looks okay. Corners look sharp. Edges are there. Not seeing much wrong. A little bit of factory lines right here. Do you see them? The back. Back looks nice, though. I think the back's going to save this. I think it's still another 10. Because I don't see much wrong. Yeah, corners are sharp. No dimples. It's clean. Again, I just check the comps on these because they're kind of just base, right? Base finest. So I'll make sure they're even worth submitting, especially the sports being $21.99 right now. That's insane. So, like, this card may sell for $22 in a Gem 10, so then it's just not worth the risk of you maybe pulling a 9. So, but nice card. It is a 10. Okay. All right, we got a Pedro. All right, Pedro, what do we got? Yeah, nothing. No major indents or anything. It looks good. Corners are there. Man, these are quality controls. Pretty nice on these. No greening. Little debris. Corners are sharp. No indents. The back looks pretty good. Just a very minor dimple. Don't think that's going to bring you from a 10. It's pretty small. It's on the back. Because everything else looks flawless. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Looks good. Another 10 on this one. If it does get a 9, it's because of that mark, but I don't know. It's looking bigger and bigger the more I look at it. I'm going to put you at 9.5 because of that mark. So PSA will be a 9 or 10. Still a nice card. Okay, I think last one of these finest. This is Soriano. I probably wouldn't grade Soriano stuff if I were you. It's not like a Hall of Famer or anything. It's not his rookie year, I don't believe. Is it? It's been a while. It's been a while. Maybe it is. Either way, yeah, no weird indents. It does look gem quality. Corners are there. Centering's great. No hulking. It's looking good. The back. What's up with these, like, very tiny indent marks? You see them? Let's see if we can see that one right there. That one's, again, very minor. Yeah, I don't think they're going to knock you that one. Especially on a Soriano. But like I said, I wouldn't grade this. Unless you have a personal connection. You want it for your PC, but... I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10, but, you know, like the other ones, it's just that one little tiny mark right over there. But other than that, it's just a really nice copy. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I think it's a 10. All right, we got a Randy Johnson Stadium Club members only. Yes, only 2 more cards after this, then I got some Pokemon. It's crazy how into Pokemon I am right now. The passion I have for it. Kind of sucks you in. Plus I get to hang with my son and do it with him too. Okay. Got some debris off. It's like an optical illusion card. Is it the way he's slanting down? But to me, it looks like it's cut wrong. I'm gonna throw a card. Yeah, the Piazza. Piazza's next. I wanna compare. Okay, so that looks great. And that's right on. That's right on. Okay. Wow, it's just like an optical thing for me. Doesn't it look like it's just cut diagonal? Anyway, you're good. I'll stop talking. So, man, this is a condition-sensitive card because you have all this dark. You have top two corners look pretty good. You have some smudging going on here that I will wipe off for you after I'm done. But my main concern is this touch. I mean, just that touch alone is enough for a 9. Other than that, really you're okay. I think this is a solid 9 copy because of the touch. I can't get over that optical. Okay. Solid 9. I will wipe off the smudges. Okay. All right, next we do have that Piazza. Thanks for being a reference point, Piazza. It's nice. It's clean. You can tell it's packed fresh. It's pretty nicely centered. Maybe a little thinner on the bottom than the top, but nothing major. You do have a little bit of a corner ding. Top left worries me a little bit. Let's see if it goes through to the back. It does a little bit. See that? I'll try to fumble with that, but I think you're kind of at a 9 range anyway. I don't see any smudging on this one. But you just, these ones are so hard to grade. I wouldn't recommend grading them because they are to grade 90s tough, but all this black causes a little bit of white to show on the edges and then a little bit on the corner. Yeah, light smudge I'll grab there. May have been aimed for me, I don't know. But I always make sure to wash my hands like 100 times whenever I handle cards. That's why my hands are always dry. And then you can't put lotion on because I'm still touching cards. You don't want lotion on the cards. So that's fine. All right, I'm going to work on that. But other than that, I think you're at a 9. I think you're at a solid 9. You're at an 8.5 right now, but I think I can get you to a 9. If I can't, then you'll see an 8.5 as the grade. Okay. Okay. So, we have the Griffey of this card. Let's hope it's the 10. Why not? So centering looks okay. Maybe a little thinner on the left than the right. I'm looking at these gaps right here, but not bad at all. And just slight debris. No smudging. Corners look good. No white showing. No indents. You can tell these are fresh. Oh, man, it's so nice. But like I said, it's just tough because you're going to get just a slight amount of chipping. Like very slight, and then maybe a slight touch on that corner, but really not bad. I think this is the nicer one out of them. A little bit of lifting to that corner. I think this one's more of the 9.5 range, so that's good. But I still think PSA will give it a 9. It's a nice copy. No indents. Yeah, it's just a little bit of the corners. Nothing major. Yeah, you got, I think it is caused by me handling it, just like the fog or something. Condensation, but I'll go get the smudges off. See right there? Okay. I don't want to handle it too much. I think this is a solid 9.5. I think PSA will give it a 9. Okay. All right, it's Pokemon time. Yahoo! All right, we got Celebrations 2021. Reshiram. I gemmed this card up. I bought it for like $4 and gemmed it and got 120 for it, I think. Let's hope you guys do the same. So slightly worried about the centering. It's not too bad. Maybe a little tilt because left to right on the bottom looks great, and then a little thinner on the top, but overall pretty good. And then yeah, there's a little tilt cut to it. Like the top over here looks good, and then this a little thicker and a little thinner. Surface looks nice, and I'm sure the back looks good because I know this set. Yeah, I think you're no scratches. Corners look great, no white showing. It's got that rounded sword and shield feel to it. So, yeah, I feel pretty good. I think I'm going to put it at a 9.5. I'm not convinced they'll give you a 10 at this stage of the game because look how thick it is here compared to there. Camera's moving. There's a train going by. It's relatively close to my house. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, I think this is just a 9.5 copy. I think PSA is going to give you a 9. But really nice card. All right, I have Misty Psyduck. Really cool card out of Destined Rivals. I have not pulled this one yet or have owned it, surprisingly. Destined Rivals said it's been going up in value, so it's a good time to have this card. So, PSA has been tight on centering with Pokemon lately. So as nice as this card is, it's a little thin on the bottom compared to the top. If you want to flip it, you can really kind of see it. So it looks more 60-40, leaning towards that. So it'll be outside of a 10 range, and then left to right, it's off. So it's thinner over here, thicker over here. But other than that, the foil looks great. The corners look good. The back, you got one touch anyway, so I think this is a solid 9 copy. I think still worth grading in a 9 in my eyes. Your touch is going to be the bottom right corner. See that? And like I said before, this little lifting's okay to have. Almost all of them have it. That one's a little more prominent. That's okay to have. I think this is still a 9 copy. Beautiful card, though. Okay. Okay, we got... Wow, these are old school pocket monsters. We forget that Pokemon, that's kind of like the original name, right? Pocket Monsters. That was the original Nintendo game name. How it all started. Wow, where'd you get these? These are cool. Dang, that edge. Otherwise, it would have been a potential 10 for an older card. Because look at the foil. It looks great. Usually you get wear and touches. So no touches on that. A little thinner on the left than the right, but not bad. And no real indents or anything like that. You have some wear. Wear throughout. But no real white showing on this bottom right, a touch on this bottom left, and no real touches on the top two corners. It's just this dang edge that bothers me. Little nick here too, but nothing major. I'm gonna put you at an 8. PSA might get you at a 7. I haven't graded a ton of vintage Pokemon yet, so I'm going to put you in between a 7 and an 8 with PSA. I'm going to err on the side of caution. That's pretty noticeable. So I think if they're going to give you a 7, I'm going to put you at an 8. I like the card. Cool card. All right, we have a Thundurus. This is a Black Star promo. I think I just bought the Pokemon Center version. I like the centering on this card. Left to right, it's almost 50-50. Top to bottom is 55-45. A little thicker on the top than the bottom, but not bad. Not too bad at all. And the foil looks good. I don't see any damage. Let's hope the back is no touches. Not bad. Dang. Okay, so top two corners don't have any touches. Bottom left doesn't, but bottom right does have a touch. And in combination with this, see that? That's going to hurt you. I'm going to try to smooth you out. But with Pokemon, it's a little tricky because you don't want any edge wear. Yeah, I don't know. Slightly better, but it's still there. I think you're at a 9, unfortunately, with that nick. Yeah, I think you're just a solid 9. I might try to work my magic a little bit for you. Get that down. Okay, I think you're at a 9 on this one. All right, we have a Cloister. Uh, 2017, so a little bit older. What is that? XY generation, somewhere around there. Yeah. So the centering's there. Top to bottom, 50-50. Left to right, slightly thinner on the left than the right, like 55-45. Within Gen 10 range, no damage to the foil. I don't see any touches. The front looks gem. But the back, you know, it's where it's always going to get you. So pretty noticeable white chipping here on the edge and corner. And then you have a little bit of edge nick right there. And then you have some edge nick and corner white showing there. That was debris. That's good. I think you're at a solid 8 on this one. Little bit of a surface mark over here. Other than that, nothing major. I just think it's a solid 8 copy. Okay. All right, we have a Ethan's Adventure from Destined Rivals. Kind of ultra rare. Left to right's nice. Surface is there. Top to bottom slightly off. You get a little bit of a tilt. So like this gap looks great with that gap, but then it tilts up a little bit. So it's a little thinner, a little thicker. I still think if everything else looks good on the back, you have a chance. But if you have one little touch, you looks good. Yay. I think we can get you there at a 10. Sorry, my light. There we go. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. No, it looks great. The back's amazing. In the front, I think you're there. You got a 10 on this one. Yep. All right, 2 more. Iron Hands. This is an SIR, right? Ooh, very nice. Out of Prismatic. It's so hard to pull this card. So left to right, you're there, but top to bottom, man, it's rough. That's yeesh, that's thin on the top, then the bottom, and if the back looks, I'm worried. It's in between an 8 and a 9. If the back looks great, which it does. So that's a good sign. We have going for it. Because if you had one little touch, then I'd say they give you an 8 for sure. But I don't even see any white. It's a really nice back. I'm gonna say they squeeze you to a 9. If they give you an 8, it's because of that centering. But all other aspects look good. I think you're gonna get a 9. But I'm not sure this card's worth grading. Because the absolute best you can get is a 9 because of that centering. So I think I would just keep it raw. Nice copy. All right, I'm going to give it a 9. All right, we have the big man Blastoise. This is the promo, I can tell by the Stellar Crown logo there. Yeah, I like the centering. Left to right's perfect. Top to bottom, a little thinner on the top than the bottom, but 55-45. And the corners are there. No foil chipping. Looks good. Looks great. The back is the tricky part. Ooh, very nice. Because a lot of times these promos come out with jacked up edges and corners. But this one looks great. I just see a touch here. I'm going to try to get that. Other than that, there's nothing. Very slight white showing top left, but I think you're very clean card. I think this is a 10. Yeah, I feel good about this card. 10. All right, we have an Acuna. I am not going to take it out of the tops. And you wrote sticking out BGS. So it must mean there's some obvious thing why it shouldn't be PSA. We will find that out. I'm not going to take this off. Don't worry. I just need to see it closer. Yeah, and I can see why the corners. So left to right's there. Top to bottom's there. So centering's there, but look at these corners. I mean, the gold just makes it easy to chip. You got top left and top right both have touches. I imagine the surface is pretty clean. Yeah. So the surface is pretty clean because it's pretty much uncirculated. The back looks nice. The corners look great. So it is just these two top corners. So with PSA it would be an 8. Beckett, you're looking at an 8.5. I don't think this card's worth grading personally. And then SGC, you're probably looking at 8.5 as well. And with me, you're looking at an 8.5. Out of 25. Cool card, but yeah, I would keep this raw. I don't know why I'm stuck on this. So all of these are scratches on the case, but this one bugs me. I don't know if that looks like it's on the case to me. So if that's the... I think that might... I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. But either way, I think you're at an 8.5. I would keep this raw. Auto looks... Is it missing this right here? I'm going to have to do a little research and see if Ronald Acuna's auto looks like that. If it is missing a little gap here, then you get like a 9 grade auto with Beckett. Okay. Okay, final card. We're going to end on a Larkin. Again, this looks... Oh, no, it's not uncirculated. I'm going to go ahead and keep it in this case for you, though. So that's good. I can take it out and look. Okay, debris. And it's almost like a color match. That orange with the red kind of matches great. And the auto looks full. Looks like a 10 to me. Centering, wow. Spectacular. Left to right's great. Here, my dog. Top to bottom, a little thinner on the top than the bottom. But I still think with... Yeah, now I see why you mentioned BGS. So these darker corners, top left looks good. Bottom left touch, bottom right bigger touch, and top right even bigger touch. So that's where it's going to get you. Slight indent right here too. I think this is another card you just keep raw. But it's another 8.5 card to me. So yeah, I'm going to put you at an 8.5 on this one. Beautiful card, though. Okay. Thank you, as always. I really appreciate it. Hope it was helpful.